Good day, everybody. It's Dr. A back in the garden, talking about some of my favorite plants. There are so many favorite plants. Often I'm asked what plant really turns you on, and I essentially answer the one I'm looking at right now. But there are plants that when my daughters ask me or friends ask me what they should plant, I ask a few questions about sunshade, etc., etc. But I always come back to some of these favorite, really tough but beautiful plants that almost anybody can have in their garden. Plants that I can recommend to anybody who is looking for a little success, and plants that do well in most gardens in most parts of the country. Today, I'm going to get quite specific on a plant that I have fallen in love with, and it's part of this group that we know as Spireas. Now, I like Spireas. I've always loved Spireas, often with white flowers, sometimes with pink flowers. They work terrific as in front of the house, as a landscape plant, Gold Mound being one of my favorites. There are others as well that I think are terrific, like Ogon, which is very early and has golden foliage with white flowers. There's a bunch of Spireas that I love. Some of them are actually not being so well loved, like some of the Spirea japonicas that you might find, some of the old hedge Spireas. Some places are finding them invasive, so we're trying to stay away from those. But the one I'm going to talk about today, and I wish I had a nickel for every time I talk about these things, is one called double play candy corn. There's a whole slew of new Spireas being bred because of the popularity of this plant. It's tough, it's resilient, it's perennial, and it offers, in many cases, both excellent foliage color and lovely flowering. And quite truthfully, it's just easy. The foundation plantings that you'll see today, you'll see many Spireas in them. And if you take a close look, if one just captures your eyeballs, it's probably this one called candy corn or double play candy corn. And it's been out for a number of years. It's really not brand new, but it's certainly found its rhythm. And the reason it has is because in the spring, it has bright foliage. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it's kind of, there's pinks, there's reds, there's gold, and that's the thing the eye immediately goes to is the foliage in the spring. And the foliage stays nice all season. It doesn't stay as bright and as vibrant in the middle of the summer, but it's just fine. It can be clipped anytime you want to maintain its mounding form, if you like mounding forms, or it can just allow it to grow. The flowers are fine. They're kind of pinky flowers, but you're really growing this for the foliage. And it's a plant that I have used quite extensively in my own garden, and I certainly recommend it to many others. Easy to find now. It's in just about every garden center you're going to see. All you got to do is ask for Spireas. They'll show you, and they just walk towards the one that captures your eyeballs. Lots of fabulous Spireas. This happens to be one that has become one of my favorite plants. So far, so good. Very little disease issues, very little anything, and certainly this is not going to be invasive. So there you go. Tons of favorite plants out there. Spirea double play candy corn happens to be one that I really enjoy. I hope you have enjoyed today's story as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Thank you for listening. For more information and more stories, go to my website, www.alanarmitage.net. If you go to the bookstore, you will see one of my most popular books, Naked Ladies and Forget-Me-Nots, How Plants Get Their Common Names. And another wonderfully popular book is Legends in the Garden. Who in the world is Nellie Stevens? These and other books on the website I think you will enjoy, and I hope you have a chance to take a look at them. Once again, thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing another story with you next week.